what's up, guys? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. And nobody is more excited and ecstatic today than Skip Bayless as he is hearing the news over there at Woke ESPN from Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharpe causing ruckus in the work environment. Say it ain't so. So let's get into this article, guys, because I got a theory on what exactly is going on at ESPN and what is causing attention. This is from thesun.com where it says double trouble. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe turn first take into two-man ban with ESPN contract demands escalating tensions. And of course, guys, this is going to happen. These are the two big fish there. Obviously, people love Shannon Sharpe. He is a media brand icon, mogul outside of ESPN on his own. So they're going to treat Shannon Sharpe like they treat Pat McAfee. In fact, he's actually naturally more talented than Stephen A. Smith. But Stephen A. Smith knows that they view Shannon Sharpe like that. So the best thing he can do is team up with a Shannon Sharpe and never get on Shannon Sharpe's bad side, because he knows that ESPN views him as a commodity. Far more than they view him. Now, they overwork Stephen A. Smith a lot more than they work Shannon Sharpe. But I also believe that Shannon Sharpe is more acceptable to contract negotiations. He doesn't like his business put out. We still don't know the number of his contract, but I just think that Shannon Sharpe knows how to do good business and not let his ego get in it. What ESPN is having to do with Stephen A. Smith is obviously obey his contract demand. He wants to be paid like Pat McAfee, and he's more worried about his feelings and his ego. But Stephen A. Smith always has had little man syndrome, always has a fractured ego, always is very egotistical, and this just might bite him. We see here where it says Stephen A. Smith, whose current deal with ESPN expires in 2025, is seeking an annual salary of $25 million, making him the highest paid pundit on the network. Now, I don't think that they're going to give this guy $25 million personally. And, I think that, they offered this guy a contract that was pretty reasonable, $18 million. I think for 4 or 5 years, it's going to total out to be about $60 million. For Stephen A. Smith to have never, ever have touched any type of sports, but be able to commentate on sports. Obviously, Jason Whitlock called him out about a lot of his lying. The book he wrote, everything was pretty much fabricated. I think that he should take that. But let's get into the more juicier detail about his colleagues. Many colleagues aren't happy with the way Stephen A. Smith has been behaving lately, pushing things for himself and Sharpe, the insider recently revealed. So I'm guessing that people have leaked this to certain people who released this. And I can't wait to hear Stephen A. Smith respond to this, because he always seems to just be in a riff-raff with somebody. This guy is a very emotional man. And I told you guys a few videos ago why I think that Stephen A. Smith was going on these crazy rants. I think that he sees the exit coming soon, or, maybe he has something in the works besides his podcast that we don't know about. Stephen A. Smith is just being very emotional right now due to contract negotiations. And this is actually word for word what seems to be something that was leaked. A crew member described the current First Take atmosphere as very frustrating and on the verge of becoming an impossible situation. Wow. Smith and Sharpe are doing whatever they want, an anonymous First Take staffer told Brenner. Shannon had his extension deal and it's good for him, but you can really see that both of them care about their deals more than about their co-workers and colleagues. I used to enjoy going to work, but right now I wake up in the morning and not wanting to go in. And guess what, guys? I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. This is what happens when you have too many black folks trying to get the same piece of the pie, and they got that crabs in the bucket like mentality. Somebody is going to be left out. Some people, in this case, are going to be left out. ESPN, woke ESPN, can only blame themselves. They can only blame themselves. I mean, it's got to the point where I said, damn, it seems like everybody has a job and a role over there at First Take. Everybody. I mean, it's definitely pro-black over there. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to see tensions fluster up, And I bet you it's the women versus the men there. You can see it on set. You saw it with the whole Caitlin Clark thing. In fact, you see here where Smith has recently given his bold predictions on Caitlin Clark and Bronny James during recent episodes of First Take. But it seems as though Smith's future and the future of the show may be just as controversial. And I knew that when I saw that energy from Monica McNutt and those other women over there, that it wasn't going to be the same. It just wasn't going to be the same. And I think that the men are becoming annoyed with the women, and the women don't know how to deal with it. Right? It's just back and forth tension. And you, first of all, you got two loudmouth brothers over there. Shannon Sharpe is loud and emotional. Stephen A. Smith is loud and emotional. So when you combine that with those woke women over there, what do you is going to happen? And everybody's going to be in their feelings. And I knew that this shit started with that Caitlin Clark. Probably having before that. And I think that this is just, it goes deeper than just sports debate. I think it's to the level of political belief. I think it's to the level of how people live their life, what people believe in. And it's just a whole bunch of that. It seems to be a structure that Stephen A. Smith wants to be the face of, but he has no control of. You got Monica McNutt and I forgot the other Nigerian lady over there, you know, telling him, you didn't make me, God made me. It's just too much sassiness over there. And what ESPN is going to have to do, they are going to have to clean house and bring a better balance. Everything was cool when it was just, in my opinion, when it was more so Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith, and Molly. I would be happy if Molly leave. I'll tell y'all that. I'll be the first to admit that. But I think that what's happening is because they're going down this DEI pipeline, diversity, equity, and inclusion. They want certain women for looks, for views, for clicks to be accepted. Hey, we're Disney Plus. We're down with this. We make everybody feel special over here at ESPN. And now you got these type of reports leaking out. You got emotional wars going on, gender wars going on set, offset, contract negotiations, people not pleased with that. And it's just a whole bunch of BS, man. And it just seems like, hey, Stephen A. Smith is like, look, as far as I'm concerned, all of y'all going to be out of here anyway. And it's going to be me and Shannon Sharpe when it's all said and done. The truth of the matter is, it should only be 2 to 4 people on this set. Look at how Fox Sports is ran. It doesn't feel as cluttered. It feels clean. It feels balanced. It feels neutral. Okay, guys? You got Skip Bayless show. You got Keyshawn, Skip Bayless, Rachel Nichols occasionally might rotate her out, Michael Irvin, Richard Sherman, Paul Pierce. Boom. You got the Colin Coward show, where it's just Colin Coward, the guy Jason over there. Okay. You got Speak. You got McCoy for the most part, Emmanuel, and you got Joy Taylor, right? You guys see where I'm going? You got First Thing First, Kevin Wildes, Chris Broussard, Nick Wright. It's a balance. It's not all of these rotations of just multiple people. I understand that ESPN may have deeper pockets. They can afford it. They're Disney. That's cool. But this type of atmosphere is what's going to create reports like this. And it's going to be a self-sabotage operation from the inside out if they don't get control of this. And I think it's at a point now where just people need to probably depart or reassess somewhere else on another network or TV show. And based off of this report, let's continue reading, guys, and trying to get them both the max deals and money they can get without taking any consideration of the rest of the team and crew. Yeah, they tight about that money. This was all I told y'all. This is what it's all about. It's a gender war and money. Other journalists and crew people are really mad at him and Sharpe as they feel like it's a 2-man band against the world, and other people on the team are just here to do and follow what they want to do. I mean, if they the big fish at the network, you guys can either beat them or join them. You can't beat them, you got to join them. Okay, because I guarantee you this. As emotional as these women are, they probably will never be looked at or nearly as good, I said as good, as a Stephen A. Smith and a Shannon Sharpe. They have been naturally bread and butter for this. And a lot of these people over here, even like the men over there, they are new to this. They are very new to this because this thing is constantly growing and growing and growing. Where Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharpe have been doing this for a while. Shannon Sharpe was even doing it. I think it was at NBC before he even got with Skip Bayless. This is why they're going to be automatically, the highest paid members there. I'm sorry. Now, this is what happens when this is the inclusion part. the DEI, right? This is the inclusion part that most people don't take seriously. Most of the people complaining, you guys are an inclusion. Okay, we're doing this just to, ESPN is hiring y'all just to say, hey, we do hire all aspects of life, women, Caucasians, different races, women, different races, so that no one can look at our show and say that we discriminate. Okay, guys, but understand with that inclusion part, that piece of the pie isn't going to be as big as Shannon Sharp's and Stephen A. Smith. And I know that a lot of the men probably feel that way too. You see them making minor cuts, but the problem is they just got to tailor this thing up. Maybe keep 1 to 2 of these females, but I think that everybody's gotten a big head over there. And just the way that this sounds, like other journalists and crew members are really mad at him. I just feel like it's more so the women, but we're going to say for this video that it's probably more of the lower end men over there who do not get the type of pay or notoriety that Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith get. So you're going to have this, man. I don't pity anybody over there. Maybe they can figure this shit out. But hey, this is what happens when you develop a company that you really just do things just to fit into the trends, the DEI situation, give people jobs just because of a skin color or a gender without, in my opinion, properly meeting the justifications nor having a skill set. You're going to have this, and you guys, ESPN, just going to have to figure this out. Go in there and clean house is what I would do. You guys tell me what y'all think about this whole ESPN situation and what Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith are doing that are making these people so mad to go and leak this type of report. You guys let me know. Let me know in the comment section like you often do. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace. Yeah.